Hi, this is Ellen Finkelstein from ChangeTheWorldMarketing.com, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how you can get more traffic to your website by doing guest blog posts. You might have amazing content, you might be on all the social media platforms, your clients might love your work, and you might have awesome products, but sometimes people in this situation feel like they can't get the traction they want. And if this is you, it might mean that you just don't have enough traffic to your website. After all, if customers don't know that your products exist, they can't buy them. So this is where guest blogging can help. Guest blogging is a simple way to partner with another blogger to get traffic and build backlinks to your website. If you appear on a major blog, you can easily double or triple your traffic. More targeted traffic means more visitors for your brand, for your website. They join your mailing list, they buy your products, and that's a win for you. So why would somebody else accept guest blog posts? Well, they also benefit. They get unique content for their blogs without doing very much work. So it saves them time. It helps them fill in their content for their marketing calendar. Plus, they introduce someone new to their community, to their readers, which boosts their authority status. And finally, with guest blogging, the audience, the readers, win too, because they get to read quality content from a trusted source with a slightly different perspective or on a topic that the original blogger might not know very much about. So they also find a new leader to follow, and that's you. So now that you understand that guest blogging is a triple win for you and the host blogger and the reader, let's talk about tackling the big question, which is, how do I get somebody to publish my guest post? Well, the first step in getting your guest posts published is to find blogs in your industry. And you want to do this because you want readers who are already interested in what you have to say. So if you're in the health and wellness industry, you don't want to write a guest post on a blog about cars or something like that, because those people might not be as interested. So that traffic won't convert to sales. So once you've found these industry blogs, and you can just Google, usually you'll know who they are, but if you don't, you can just Google them. And so then you find one that you might want to do a guest blog post and so on, so you have to study it. So first of all, you want to see if they have any guest posts at all, because not all bloggers accept them. So, if you don't see any guest blog posts, then you can just kind of move on. But if they do, study other guest blog posts on the website and look for common factors such as the size of it, the types of topics, and it'll give you insight into the type of content that this blogger prefers. The next step is to start interacting. So the simple way to do this is to comment on the blog. And that way, first of all, the blogger will probably get to know you. Most of them, except for maybe the largest ones, actually do notice who comments on their blog posts. So choose recent posts and make comments that add value to the conversation. So if, for example, if the blog post going in that health and wellness niche is about the benefits of turmeric, maybe you can write something about an unusual way to use turmeric, and that would be helpful. So after you've been interacting in the community, it's time to figure out what the blog owner likes in a guest post. Now, bigger blogs will have submission guidelines. Smaller ones probably won't, but you could just use what you learned to get a feel for it. And you can also just ask the blogger what kind of guest blog posts he or she wants. So beside the content and the length, you want to know things like what format. So is it a Word document? Is it a text file? How images should be handled, embedded in a Word document, included separately, or both. And also, you want to include a link back to your website. That's pretty much why you do this, but you want to find out if there are some guidelines. Maybe you can only put one link and not two. Maybe you can put a link to an opt-in for a free offer, and maybe the blogger prefers it just goes to your homepage. Whatever it is. So then there are two ways to suggest your blog post. Number one is you can write a short pitch about your topic and why you'd be a good person to write a blog post, or you could just write out a blog post and let it speak for itself. So once you've done that and you've been accepted and you write the blog post and you get it in on time, or another thing you should ask for is a deadline and make sure you get it in by that deadline. So you should always ask to be notified when the post will be published, because it won't necessarily be right away unless it's such a big blog post that they don't have time to do that and they expect you to check for yourself. But usually the blogger will be happy to let you know. So always mention that you'll promote the blog post to your list. Now, obviously, you want the bloggers' visitors to click the link in your blog post to come to your website, but bloggers want you to bring traffic to them too. So it's a two-way street. In fact, it's not uncommon for two bloggers to agree to swap guest blog posts. So you do a blog post for the other blogger, and the other blogger does a blog post for your blog. And this is especially true if the two bloggers have similar levels of readership. So guest blogging is a terrific way to drive traffic back to your website, and if you use it right, you can elevate your business in exciting new ways.